RCMP there confirming about an hour ago they have recovered 2 bodies from the devastating floods after 4 people went missing over the weekend.
We recovered the remains of a man who was reported missing on July 22nd when the region was experiencing the extreme flood conditions. Additionally, human remains were also located in a different area, and we are working with the Nova Scotia Medical Examiner's Office with regard to positively identifying these remains.
Officials say the body of a man was recovered from their primary search area, while the unidentified remains were found by civilians. 2 children and a youth remain unaccounted for. They went missing when the vehicles they were traveling in became submerged in floodwaters over the weekend. And the CBC's Sarah Galashan was listening and joins us now with the latest updates. So what did we learn about the bodies that were discovered and this ongoing search?
Andrew, we learned more about the anatomy of this search, the efforts that are going into and have been going on now for days to try and locate these missing 4. The 52-year-old Windsor man was found 9 a.m. this morning, really in the area that they're considering the primary area of search, which is that significantly flooded field in West Hants. That has been the area of focus for the search teams. But as you say, there is that second body, the human remains that have been found. That was found 11:30 a.m. Today. That body discovered in a neighboring county, Kings County, and not by those who are tasked specifically with trying to locate the 4 missing individuals, but by what they're calling civilians. It's they're being very careful not to disclose any identifying details as to who those missing remains might be in terms of the 4 that are missing. But they did offer some details in terms of how this has all happened and this discovery. So let me play you a little bit more from that press conference.
As it stands right now, we're still trying to make a determination of that second remains of who they are. So I can't say with absolute certainty that they are involved with the first initial 4. We have reason to believe they most likely are, but I can't give you a confirmation that way. Both were swept over in the same area. So although they are 2 separate vehicles and 2 distinct different groups of people, they both happen in very close proximity and in a very short matter of time. So there's kind of one main area.
So the 2 children were in one vehicle that was submerged, significantly submerged in that flooded field. That vehicle has been located. The second vehicle in that same area now has also been located. But Andrew, of course, sadly, both of those vehicles located but found to be empty.
Mm-hmm. So did we get a sense of how much longer the search is going to continue?
As for now, the official line is for as long as it takes. And we are talking about a search involving a 60-member ground crew, air supports as well, involving 2 helicopters. There are 2 police dog teams as well who are involved. And they're using industrial water pumps and have been now since certainly Sunday at least, to try and bring down the water levels in that field so that they can search it. And those who are involved in this search are wearing special equipment, allowing them to walk slowly through what are very murky waters created by the fast falling water that came on Saturday, an amount of that was equivalent to 3 months worth of rain following in a single day. We heard from the Premier talking about the discovery today, calling it heartbreaking, saying that we can rebuild the damaged and in some cases destroyed bridges and all. There are 25 that have been affected. We can repair the rail line rather that is now essentially suspended in midair because of significant erosion that took place because of that rainfall. But the 4 missing souls, as he called them, they have been on everyone's mind. And he called, as I say, Tim Houston called the discovery today, Andrew, heartbreaking news for the community.